7.3 FM with Tom and Curly now on your drive home.
Welcome back into Gee and Ursula. Happy Tuesday to all of you. This hour of the show is brought to you by Tycor Title. Ursula, before coming in here, I almost messed my knee up. I jumped up and down about something out there.
You were flying through the newsroom.
I know. And it was almost bad. And I was just like, man, you know, when you get older, man, you just can't do nothing. Anyways,
That's not true.
I just thought I would share
That's
that. I almost messed myself up.
But I think you're also very excited about our next guest who's joining us.
Every time she comes in studio, Meili Cady, and by the way, it's hard to introduce you, Meili, because you do everything here at KIRO Radio.
Oh, well, I just like hanging out here.
Yeah.
So just, you know,
human extraordinaire. How's that?
They keep giving me stuff to do, so I keep showing up.
Yeah, love it. What do you got for us today? Talk about Valentine's Day. That's coming up on Friday. Make sure, Ursula, you get your boo something for Valentine's.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to make sure he gets something for me.
Then he might get some. Like a box of chocolates. What? Mine's in the gutter today, guys. Come on. It's not even noon.
Okay.
So in the romantic theme today, I thought that I would share a really heartwarming story. The San Antonio Zoo wants to help people celebrate Valentine's Day with their exes. Kind of.
With their ex?
With their exes.
Oh.
So you can name a cockroach after your ex, and the zoo will feed it to one of their animals for $5. Or
Give me that website.
If you're really mad, you can name a pre-frozen rodent after them, and that will be fed to a reptile for $25. And it will all be live streamed, and you'll have a certificate to share with your friends on social media just so everyone knows how bitter you are.
Wait. It ain't got nothing to do with bitter.
Oh, yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't,
If
Ursula.
you're sharing it on social media, I mean, that's a little bitter.
Now, is the zoo going to do something good? I mean, it's cute and it's a great publicity stunt, but is there something like...
It's kind of just like giving a donation. It's
Okay.
kind of, you know, it's kind of like naming a star after someone.
Okay, I suppose.
Which begs the question, I wonder if anyone has ever had a cockroach and a star named after them.
Right?
Just to mark the stage.
Now,
of the
have you
relationship.
done, I just
you're
haven't
against
had
this.
enough bad breakups. I just really haven't. So
You
I can't
talk-
relate. I know. I can't relate. In all honesty, I had one 3-year relationship, another 3-year relationship, my husband.
Really?
Wow.
And we've been married for a long time.
Really?
That sounds
Aw.
ridiculously boring. So I got to
that's
live
sweet.
vicariously through others. So Meili, would this
Like
be
me.
something you would do?
Meili, would you do this? Yeah.
I would like to say no, but that's probably not true. I wouldn't share it on social media. It would be more one of those, like, you write a letter and then you burn it and put it to the wind. I would do it with, like, a good girlfriend after a wine cooler or something.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm totally
But-
doing it.
Oh, yeah, so would you do this, G? Or have you done anything like this, if it's possible?
No, I would do it. I don't know that I would share it on social media. I think sharing it, like you said, makes you seem bitter. But just for what, and giggles, yeah. I'd do it totally. I'd do the cockroach. And, matter of fact, can I get a package deal to do a cockroach and a rodent?
I think you could.
Yeah, I would do the package deal.
I love that it will be live streamed, too. So, yeah, this is coming after a few zoos have done this. The El Paso Zoo did this last year in an event they called the Quit Bugging Me event, where they fed cockroaches to a meerkat. So a recent article on CNBC suggests that a lot of people could be celebrating Valentine's Day with a coworker. The article says 1 in 3 people surveyed admitted to having dated a coworker.
Have you ever?
I ain't doing it. No. You know, I've just started working. I used to work for myself before, and there was nobody to date. You know, during that time. you know what I mean? And now I've been here at the job. No. That nobody's gonna say, "Gee, Scott did nothing."
Yeah. So in my case, one of the boyfriends, the second boyfriend, long term, was someone who did work at KIRO when I first started.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
but he was on his way out, and I was starting.
Okay, well, hold on, Ursula. So how did that start? What happened?
Well, I was working in what we lovingly called the sweat box, which was a place where I worked 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. I made $13,000 a year. I came out of college with 2 degrees. I was just scraping by.
Wow.
Yeah, and worked in the middle of the night. But he was a board operator.
Mm-hmm.
He was a board operator, and I was in the sweat box, pulling labels off, splicing tape, that kind of thing. And I guess he thought I was cute and asked me on a date. But he was leaving. That said, I know relationships that happen in office situations, and more often than not, it's a bad idea.
It's a bad idea. And by the way, see, this is why I don't like the term work husband and work wife. That's all a setup, right? In the case of you, that was your work husband at first, right?
I mean, honestly, he was on his way out like within days of me starting, so it never became an issue.
Oh, what did he do? Just give you his number on the way out?
Pretty much.
Maybe it emboldened him to be more willing to make a move.
Yeah. Well, let's just put it this way. In the old KIRO days, I will say that there were many relationships that happened in the newsroom, and it just made for uncomfortable situations.
If you look at the conversations we had last week at the Harvey Weinstein case and what's going on with that and how the jury is having a hard time with that case because it was initially allegedly supposed to be a rape, and then it turned into a full-fledged relationship. And we don't know.
Not full-fledged, but I think that was the difficulty in that there continued to be a sexual relationship because of a power dynamic.
My advice to my sons when they get in the work world: don't do it. Don't do it. No, don't mess with somebody at the gym. Don't mess with your neighbor. Don't mess with your coworker. If you stay away from those 3 things, you're gonna be good.
I mean, God is in the details, right? I think that those are great rules of thumb. I think that there are exceptions to those. I actually wouldn't be here today if it weren't for an inter-office romance. My parents met when they were working together. In fact, it was very scandalous. My mom was a subordinate. But but they actually didn't work in the. I'm playing it up. My dad was like a district manager, and my mom worked at. She was a new real estate agent at one of the offices. So she wasn't a direct report to him.
And I think that's where it could work.
Yeah. So I think that if you work in hopefully different physical areas of the building or organization, and then if you don't have to report to each other. But so that number has gone down since the Me Too era. According to Career Builder's annual Valentine's Day survey, office romance is at a 10-year low, with 36% of workers reporting dating a coworker in 2018 compared to 40 in 2008. So it's going down,
or they're not reporting it.
That's possible.
No. I know exactly why that happened. I mean, how cool was online dating in 2008, right? So, like, the available pool of people that you actually had to date back in 2008 was, like, your office, your friends and friends of friends, and the people that you ran into.
Exactly.
But now you got so many options out there.
That is true.
And stay out of the workplace.
That is true.
Yeah, I think that online dating has a lot to do with that. And then you have to think about it being a slow change, because the people surveyed, the only people whose answer would change are the people who weren't surveyed previously.
Okay, I want to ask you about one more thing.
Okay.
How much people are spending on Valentine's Day for their pets?
Oh, yeah. A lot of people are celebrating with their pets, especially millennials. Millennials now make up the largest segment, 35% of pet owners. And a new survey, lots of surveys today from TD Ameritrade, reveals that 7 in 10 millennials own a pet, and more than half, 56% are dog owners, and 36% are cat parents. And they're going to be spending a lot of money on Valentine's Day for pets.
I'm trying to think, what would I get my dog for Valentine's? Just an extra treat? Couple extra treats?
I think extra treats, like dog safe ice cream. I know a lot of people are doing that.
What would you give your ex for Valentine's?
An ex?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Thanks, Meili Cady.
Thank you.
Coming up next, we take your texts, your feedback, and of course, it is Words to Live By. It's the Gee and Ursula Show.
Enjoying Gee and Ursula, but missing the